Here's another video where you don't have to see my face, and that for you is a good thing. I'm going to talk to you today about this little gizmo that's in your goodie bag. If you didn't get your instrument from me, you might have gotten one some other way. You might still have to go and get one. I can get one for you. This is called a slide. Why do we have a slide? That's because a lot of these guitars do not have frets. In a normal guitar, there are little bars of steel that go across the neck. Those are frets, and that's what you place your finger behind and effectively shortens the string to change the note. These don't have one, and if you look at the string and the neck, see if I can get this here right, you'll see that that's very high off the neck. So that's a long ways to push the strings. So you don't play them with your fingers like you would an ordinary guitar. You play them with a slide. This particular one is made out of copper. I've tried all kinds of different slides. This is just the favorite of mine. And if you watch the video on how to set up this slide, you'll learn a little bit more about them. This is a stubby slide. It's shorter than your ordinary guitar slide because the neck is smaller and because it's intended to play one string at a time, like this. There's all three strings, and now I'm going to play on the middle string only, and I'll try and get over here so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to change the note only on the middle string. So you have to have a slide that's not any longer than the end of your finger in order to do that. So this is the stubby slide. I'll have a lot more videos on really how to use this thing. When you're using your slide, don't mash the string down and try and get the string all the way down to the neck. The idea is to just glide it on top of the strings enough so that it's solid and makes a note, like this. I'm going to play the bottom string and move it up the neck. And you hear little imperfections in the sound. That's part of the charm of these guitars. You get better and your notes get more accurate as you go. So number one in using a slide is just place it lightly on the strings. If you place it too heavily on the strings, you'll actually change the tone of the note because you're changing the length of the string. You can maybe hear it if you listen closely. This is just laying it on the strings. This is pushing it hard. So you just lay it on the strings. If you press too hard, you're going to change the note. If you press it too softly, you're going to get a buzz. So you want to press it just right so that you get a sound. The other thing that you need to be conscious of when you're using a slide is to keep it straight across the neck. Your hand naturally wants to put it at an angle. Listen to how bad this sounds. But if you put it straight across, you're going to get a good chord sound. How do I know where to put it? Because this guitar doesn't have any markings on it. Well, yes it does. I'm looking at them from above the guitar. Here they are on the side of the guitar. I put them here. So these markings are where the fret normally would be. On a standard guitar, you put your finger in between the frets and press down, and that presses the string onto that fret. In this one, you go right exactly where that marking is, and then you get that exact note. So if I go Where I would with a regular guitar, my 5th fret note sounds like this. It's flat. If I go right on the marking, you think do, re, mi, and I'm going to go right on the marks. That's the chromatic notes for the first 7 frets. If I go behind, it's going to sound like this. That's what I'm getting behind the mark. That's what I'm getting right on the mark. Now, why do I have that slide sound? Because I'm moving around, and that's kind of fun. Here's a little exercise that I like to do between the 2nd and the 4th frets. So that's how to use the slide. Go to some of the instructional videos that I've got up there. Search YouTube for how to play a cigar box guitar. Some people teach the fretted version. I'll be putting some fretted lessons on, but I'm also going to be putting a lot of slide lessons on. The guy that does the most, that you can get the most resources from, is a guy named Shane Spiel, and I'll try and get his name on the video. Look for him in YouTube, on Facebook. He's the master of using a slide on a cigar box guitar. So there you go. Now I'm just going to kick back and play around a little. So there you go. Enjoy yourself. This is supposed to be fun. Let it be fun.